Hello, my name is Keely Milliken. I'm the president of Center Stage, and I'm also the voice teacher for all of our voice classes and our private lessons, along with teaching the musical theater program at Center Stage. Center Stage's philosophy is that music and theater should be for every single child. I didn't grow up in an area that had a lot of theater, and so my dream was to have a children's theater in my own hometown where they could have the experience of doing theater and music. Our motto is Center Stage kids don't get in trouble, they're in rehearsal. We give them a place to be creative, and their potential can reach no limits. There's a lot of steps when you're putting on a children's musical, from just putting out advertisements for kids to come and join the production, and then you have auditions and all the kids get there and get nervous and excited about what they're going to audition for. After you've auditioned for your cast, then you start your rehearsal process between dance rehearsals, acting rehearsals, and music rehearsals. Once those things are all starting to come together, we go into what we call Tech Week, where you're adding the lighting design and the music and the sets and props and costumes all together, and then from there you would go to show mode.
You have all the sides, so review that.
When working with younger children in the rehearsal process, some of the steps to put together a musical is just them finding their character. Like, who is Dorothy? How do I speak? How do I talk? So we break the rehearsals down into different areas. So we'll have times where it's just the music that's being rehearsed, and times then where they're working with the actors and just learning their characters and finding where they stand on stage and how to even face the audience. Many young performers have a problem with just staying open to the audience and not upstaging themselves. And then of course you have many dance rehearsals before you put it all together into one great product.
When I first saw the cast list, I was hoping that I would get the part I really wanted, and turns out I really did get the part, so now I'm able to be the character Lion.
Life is sadly missing when you're born to be a sissy without the living fur. But I could change my habits, never more be scared of rabbits if I only had to learn.
When I perform in musicals, I feel excited, but yeah, most of the time I feel very confident about my role and what I'm going to play.
What would you do then, Scarecrow? I would while away the hours, conferring with the flowers, consulting with the rain. And my head, I'd be scratching all my thoughts, busy action if I only had a brain.
Just because I'm presuming that I could be kind of human if I only had a heart.
My favorite part about a musical is the singing and the acting. Being in a musical makes me feel really happy and just really energetic when I get on stage.
Yeah. Perfect. Bang on my chest if you think I'm perfect. Go ahead, bang on it.
Beautiful. What an echo.
It's empty. The Tin Sister will have to give me a heart.
No! Heart?
As an educator, I think that it's important for students to realize that there's an item that they can accomplish in their lifetime that has a beginning, a middle, and an end. That they can see something through, even through difficult times, that they can overcome personal hurdles to achieve a group project, an individual project, to reach a benchmark and get acclaim. And sometimes the acclaim is critical, and sometimes it's effusive. So a child that's always told you're fabulous, you're wonderful, doesn't understand how to handle criticism. A child who's told you're always negative, you're never accomplishing anything, can work in a group and have praise and a sense of a job well done. Musical theater gives students multitasking. They're not just standing on a stage holding a microphone. They're not just dancing. They have to sing, dance, act, and emote. And one thing that our students have struggled with in this generation is having a face, having something emotional. In our dance performances, we hear tell a story, tell a good story, not just dance to the music, but make it something meaningful. And I think musical theater, with its storytelling devices, with its group think mentality, and its ability for individual people to shine, is one of the best educational experiences that we can offer today's children.
If I were to pick 3 words to describe how I feel on stage, then I would probably pick
joy, passion, and family. I've been involved in theater since I was 5 years old, and now that's been 9 years. And my future goals are to go to either Juilliard or Tisch or Carnegie Mellon or Elon or any of those big colleges. I really want to pursue my dream, and that's pretty much the only dream that I will accept. I don't want to be a doctor or anything. I definitely want to pursue musical theater and be on Broadway with all of my idols.
So I grew up doing children's theater basically my whole life, from when I was 6 to when I was around 18, and it helped me acquire so many traits and attributes that I've been able to use my whole life, not only in theater but outside of theater as well, just in my everyday life. One of the first things I learned was how to focus. That was one of the big words that they taught us when we were like 6 or 7. You have to focus on a task for a long period of time, and for kids it's super important. It also teaches you perseverance to accomplish these tasks and work together with a group to accomplish these tasks. It teaches you communication and collaboration, getting to know people around you and working with them to achieve a common goal. It also helps you with trust and trusting the people you're around. Problem solving, being creative, finding different outlets and different solutions to all these different problems. These are all things that they teach you in theater and growing up in children's theater. And there's also been a bunch of studies that have been done that children that are exposed to theater and grow up in children's theater actually do a lot better in school and better on their tests. And I feel like that's huge, and it's so true because you learn so many different lessons. And they teach you so much growing up that helps you develop. It also teaches you empathy. All these kids playing all these different roles from different time periods. It teaches you compassion and tolerance for others' feelings and viewpoints, because you get to experience all these different people and all these different aspects of life. And I feel like all of these things are super important in developing not only in theater but just as a person. And now I'm living in New York, and I've gotten to live and experience so many amazing things that I don't think would have been possible if I hadn't grown up in musical theater and children's theater especially. They taught me all of these wonderful traits that I've carried with me and have been part of the reason why I've been successful and had these amazing opportunities.
There's so much more than just the final product. There's a philosophy that I have with teaching that age group, and it's you have a bar and you set it here. If you set it here, that's as high as the children will raise to. If you set it here, they will raise is wherever you put that bar, because they gain such a confidence with each other and their friends. These friends that they'll have lifelong memories. I still see students that are now in their mid-20s and even 30s saying, still being friends with those same kids that they met at center stage when they are 5, 8, 10 years old. It's such a family that we have here, and I'm blessed to be a part of it.
Bluebirds fly and the dreams that you dream of, dreams really do